So I listened to 50 John Mayer solos and I got some really valuable information for you guys. But before we get to the itty-gritty, there's some really important stuff that I found that you need to know to understand then what he's doing at the end. So let's get right into this first really cool thing that I found. And we're gonna have to use a metronome for this. So this is gonna be the first thing, and it's timing. When and how he starts his solo. So I'm gonna explain it to you, and then I'm gonna put on a metronome and show it to you. So basically, on his first note, let's say we got a beat going, right? Down, up, down, up. He comes in, that first is on an upbeat. So he likes to start his solos on an upbeat. So in like his sentences, right? Before he ends it, he'll go and then say. So we got the metronome going, right? Listen to this. Now if you listen back to this, what I'm doing is all of my solos are starting on a silence, right? Not on a click, starting on a silence. Now what's going on there is silence is the upbeat and the downbeat is what you hear. And he has that rhythm and that style. After listening to many of his solos, 90% he'll start on that upbeat, right? And he loves going into the solo on that off that. Now this is really important to understand, because as we go along, if you want to learn something from here, you have to incorporate this into this other stuff. So here is number 2. So number 2, after listening to 50 of his solos, I found that he's very dynamic. So he will start his solos up in the lower mid-range, or like let's say lower mid-range, and then work his way to the bottom, okay? And he'll go. And I haven't gotten to the middle yet. I'm still messing around in that lower range. And then on the second go round, I'm starting to touch up on that mid-range, and it sounds so good, look. Right? And then on the third go round, he will start going to the sweet spot, which would be like. And I haven't even gotten down to this higher thing, right? And I have another one, right? And that's already 4 go round. So he will dynamic his solos on go round. So one go round he'll stay to this one thing, second go round he'll go in the middle and play, and then third go round he'll do the sweet spot BB King thing, and then on the fourth he'll go all the way down and just, and then he'll construct his solos beautifully that way, where you compartmentalize everything. You know what I'm saying? If you guys are learning something valuable, please do me a solid and smash that like button and subscribe to this motherfucker. So part 3. So this is one of my favorite ones that he does, and this is called, I guess, singing with his guitar, and he'll do he'll play 2 notes at the same time and sing with his guitar. So it sounds like this. And he'll do this in between solos just to give a solo a breathing room, right? Because if you go, your ear starts to get tired of, okay, da 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 da, all right, we got it, you know what I'm saying? Give me something sweet, and then that kind of gives you a break from the, and then back to, see what I'm saying? So he's really, really, really good with dynamics. So part 3, sing with your guitar. So part 4, this is where we start to get into that higher niche territory, is he'll start to play over the chords, right? And if you're playing in the blues, right, and we got that 1 and 4 and 5, he'll choose to do certain things on a 1 chord which he will never do on the 4 chord. And here's an example, and I'll show you another one with slow dancing in a burning room as well. So on a 1 you can play the major scale, but on a 4 you'll never hear him play, not never, maybe you'll find one, but very rarely he will play that major. He'll go blues on 4. Because it sounds good, right? And on a 5, again he'll go major and then 4, blues, and then the turnaround. Now here's the important thing with slow dancing. Slow dancing, even though people think it's in C minor, it's kind of in E major. So you can do the blues thing there too. So we have the C minor chord, which it starts with, right? But that last chord, the last chord is E major, right? This thing. And when he gets to that E major, sweet solo that he's doing, but then once he gets to that E, he'll play blues. Right? And then when he goes back to, and you can do that because that E offers you that E major scale. Number 5. Now number 5 is the sexiest thing that I myself have learned, and he talks about this as well, to let your instrument breathe, okay? This is why it's really cool to listen to a lot of saxophone players, because in saxophone, and this is really important fellas, in saxophone, you can't breathe forever. So you can't go do 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 because your breath runs out. And what you want to do, and what John Mayer does, is takes that saxophone breathing effect, which a lot of blues players do as well, and he'll play and then he'll stop, just like taking a breath in to just to sing again. So that makes him a more natural singer player rather than like Steve Vai, who'll just play and amazing playing, nothing to do, it's just a different style. And this style simulates more of a breathing instrument, you know, like a saxophone or a harmonica, rather than like a piano or instrument that doesn't need as much breathing. So to demonstrate this, he'll go something like, and then end and let the instrument breathe, right? And then he'll stop again and stop again and stop again, and then he'll go stop again. You see how that, if you really pay a close attention, it seems like I'm singing and then I'm taking a breath and I'm singing again, taking a breath. Now if you put all of this information together, you got a really cool thing that you can learn from this. And I hope you enjoyed this video. If you want some more John Mayer licks, exactly, click here, subscribe to the channel if you learned something new. I love you, see you guys next time.